We are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. With me now is Pete Nardi. He is the General Manager for Hilton Head Public Service Department, and we have something really exciting to talk about. You guys just had a groundbreaking yesterday of a brand new well.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
New drinking water well, going to be 600 feet deep when we get it built. It's going on town-owned land, the old Welcome Center parcel, right next to Crazy Crab as you're coming onto the island.
Right.
So great partnership with the town of Hilton Head Island that's providing the land for it. It's a well that is actually into the brackish part of our groundwater aquifer here.
Okay.
It's going to withdraw that water, and then it's going to go across the street to our reverse osmosis drinking water treatment facility that's on Jenkins Island.
Interesting.
So it's part of a project to expand the capacity of that treatment plant.
Yeah, and before we started filming, you went into like a lot of detail, which we probably don't have time for all of that. Yeah. But let's talk a little bit about it, because it's really kind of fascinating what you can do to increase the, increase the demand or meet the increased demands that we now have.
Yep. So it's really critical for Hilton Head and Hilton Head PSD that we increase our reliance on our own groundwater here on Hilton Head. It's the high quality water that we want, especially using that reverse osmosis RO treatment that we do. Yeah. But it's also our most economical source of water. So with our reverse osmosis plant, right now it's doing about 4 million gallons a day is the capacity. This project will take it to 6 million gallons a day. And that really is our average day demand for water.
Okay.
Part of these projects that we're doing, though, these are all long-term water supply projects. We're also going to build a second, what we call Aquifer Storage and Recovery Well, ASR for short. That's also going on town-owned land, the Ashmore Tract, right off of William Hilton Parkway. This ASR technique allows us to store hundreds of millions of gallons of treated drinking water underground in the aquifer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great technique. We store it during the winter and then withdraw and retreat it for the summer months to meet peak demands.
Yeah, because obviously demand increases in the summer months because people increase in the summer months by quite a few.
Yes, and a big driver for us, a lot of things are driving these projects. All told, it's about $30 million worth of projects using $10 million in a state grant and a $1 million grant as well from Beaufort County government. But we're being driven by, we're still threatened in our freshwater source of water here, the shallower part of the aquifer, still being threatened by saltwater intrusion there. Okay. So we've got several million gallons a day that remains at risk to that saltwater intrusion. So we want to create alternative supply for that. And we meet a lot of residential irrigation demand here on Hilton Head. That can drive 40 to 60% of the annual demand for water for us, not necessarily so much related to tourism and increased population, but related a lot to watering of landscaping here. Right. So we do ask people, follow that 2-day-a-week Town of Hilton Head Island ordinance. You're only allowed to irrigate 2 days a week, and be efficient with your watering in your landscape watering.
Yeah. It's actually funny. Marie and I were driving together this morning, and it was a little bit rainy outside this morning, and there was some sprinklers going. And she said, "Oh, Pete would not be happy to see this."
Right. That's a key part of the town ordinance too, is have a working rain sensor. We really do, our customers are conscious, we find, because there are a lot of working rain sensors on the island. When we get a rain event like what we're experiencing today, we really do see the demand for water fall right off because those rain sensors are clicking on.
That's great. Yep. Great that they're working. We've got about a minute left. I want to just kind of circle back a little bit to the hundreds of millions of gallons that you can store. Talk to us about what that means, if we were to have some kind of a storm event that really impacted the island.
Yep, so these aquifer storage wells, we have one right now that is in Hilton Head Plantation at our Royal James Drive property. The second one going to be on the Ashmore Tract. It'll let us bracket our service area with this huge amount of supply. 250 million gallons each well can store versus, say, a ground storage tank of water that can only store 2 million gallons. Yeah. We get into something like a hurricane where we face like a loss of power, and then we have to repressurize the water system to keep our water distribution system active. We need all that supply available to put it back out into the distribution system. Our current well was key for us in recovery from Hurricane Matthew. Yeah. So we are really looking forward to having this infrastructure in place, resiliency from disasters here.
Yeah. Well, Pete, thank you for being here today. It's really fascinating stuff. I hope you'll come back so you can share with us even more progress going into the future. But congratulations on this newest project.
That's great. Thanks, Betsy.
Thanks to everyone on the show today for their insights and contributions. As always, our production team is behind the scenes to make all of this possible. And of course, we are honored that you have chosen to share a part of your day with us. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we'll see you for the next WHHI-TV Daily News.